Something many don't know about myself is for many years of my business life, for many, especially on business travel, I had to drink alcohol every single evening to be able to wind down and get to sleep. And sometimes not a little bit. I had to get drunk to be able to turn the brain off, to be able to relax, because on business trips, the brain's always firing on all cylinders. I'm nervous for meetings the next day, and I get drunk, like not paralytic drunk or anything like that, but you know, that point where you're not totally with it. You're numb, basically. That's what I was always venturing for, and I was doing that for forever. Like, I mean, pretty much forever. I mean, I started diluting it and cutting back quite a few years ago. 10 years ago exactly, 11 years ago, I started diluting it more. 5-6 years ago, more. 2 years ago, more. And then a year and a half ago, May 2025, I decided to call it quits. And now on business trips, I don't need any alcohol before sleep. And if I am having alcohol, it's to be social and to enjoy some damn good Japanese food, for example, and, you know, wind down, but I don't need it. And I don't need to also go for after dinner drinks to really hit the spot. And I have to say, you know, in these periods, like, I look back at my life and I can't believe how much change, how much evolution. And one of the many things, but one of the things is releasing alcohol's grip that it had around me. And, you know, I'm here this morning early, got up early again to go for a walk in the park, and I'll do a meditation in the sun and some prayer to the sun shortly. But, you know, prior I'd be waking up with this fog in the brain, this brain fog because of the alcohol the night before. It just made the whole day foggy. So today, you know, I'm getting up early and going for a walk, connecting with Mother Nature. I'll shortly connect with Father Son with a meditation, and I just feel more grounded, more calm. I'd say another thing that also has changed, I think with the alcohol in my system, and the next day, it's hard to explain, but I felt like I was on the constant grind. And when I was in meetings and performing, I'd be constantly on the grind, constantly trying to perform, overperform, and I was less grounded. I just reacted on things, which at the time was fine. I mean, I have a lot of energy, and people are going, man, who's this crazy Australian guy bouncing around all over the place? And for the time, it suited. But now, at the business maturity that we're trying to develop, I'm trying to honor being more grounded and more quiet and more listening, and also delegating more to others and not me stepping in and reacting on everything and micromanaging everything. You know, in this way I'm more calm, the business is more calm, the business is more effective, and I'm not relying on cortisol hormone. And I think that's what it is. With alcohol, you are constantly needing the alcohol because your stress hormone demands it. It's an addiction. And with that stress hormone, the cortisol within the system, your whole days are kind of run on cortisol and stress and ups and downs, dopamine, cortisol, and that's kind of how my life was for a very long time. And now, by removing that cortisol stimulant in my life, at least my reliance on it, alcohol, it allows me to be a lot more grounded in everything and filter my thoughts and delegate more. I mean, how am I going to grow this empire, NITEC, Nature's Innovative Health Technologies, and the Global Performance Nutrition Institute, the GPNI? How am I going to effectively grow this, you know, much more with the potential it has? I mean, NITEC has true potential of being multi-billion-dollar business, and we haven't even started yet. I mean, Japan will be a $10 million business in the next year, easily. But how can I do that if I'm reacting on everything? I'm emotional on everything. I can't. I need to be grounded. I need to filter. I need meditation. I need to be healthy. And I need to delegate. I need to create leverage in a healthy way, work with great people, encourage great people, align with great people, and then allow that leverage to grow. That's how we grow this business. And less cortisol, more health, more longevity, more lifespan, more vibrancy in the right way. So anyway, my thought for the day, and introducing myself a little bit deeper layer, my previous dependence on alcohol, and how alcohol, though is socially accepted, controls cortisol. Cortisol then controls your life, your sleep, your vibrancy, and disallows you, I think, from creating true leverage, but also grounding oneself to be able to delegate and have less reaction. So enjoy my walk in the park without a hangover in Tokyo, Japan. And that's a little background into Drew Campbell's life. Those out there also looking to change their dependence or relationship on alcohol. Again, I still drink alcohol very occasionally, but I can go months without a single drop. And then if I'm in Japan with Dr. Seijay, it's your fault, Dr. Seijay, it's hard to resist a very cold Japanese beer or some sake with amazing Japanese food. But now I consume the alcohol with respect, with enjoyment, but not any addiction. I don't need alcohol. And for those that are looking for change, I think the one thing to do is remove it from your system for 3 months, and that will help reset your cortisol hormone. Replace it with something else. Replacing it with tea. I drink tea all the time now. So here I am, day number 2 for Sportec Tokyo. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, we say in Australia. So without a hangover. I didn't drink much at all last night, and largely I'm alcohol-free. So for those that are looking for a major change in your life, and you are dependent, whether you know it or not, dependent on alcohol, I can highly recommend a reset. And what a reset is, to recalibrate the cortisol hormones, is taking a 3 full months, 0 alcohol, not a single drop. And that will allow your body to recalibrate itself and to reset itself from that addiction. And like it or not, and maybe you don't call yourself an alcoholic, I didn't call myself an alcoholic, but you do have an addiction to the cortisol and the depressant that alcohol offers. So look for a reset, and I can promise you it will help reset your life.